All right, welcome to the Lowdown, brought to you by Unibet. I'm Dev Sahni, and joining me today is the unbeaten WBC Silver Featherweight Champion. He is a menace from Merseyside, a wrecking ball. Look at him. It's the one and only Nick Ball. How are you?
All good, Dev, after that. Sounded boss, that.
Yeah, do you like that?
How are
I'm
you?
actually, yeah, I'm all right. I'm actually your MC for when you fight at York Hall, so I might just give it all that. He's the wrecking ball, he's this, he's that, so I might give you a bit of that.
Yeah. Big it up, innit? That's the one.
Have you actually got a nickname at the moment? Because I was thinking about this. Because I'm sort of practicing how am I going to say his name, and at the moment I've just got Nick Ball. Like, give me something. Have you got is there a wrecking ball or anything? What can we call you?
Everyone's saying that on Twitter, aren't they? The wrecking ball, but I haven't given myself one. I'd rather let other people give me one, but there's no nickname at the minute. Nah.
Well, look, if you're not careful, you'll end up being given a nickname by me randomly on the night. So I think we need to think of one.
Better be a good one. Better be a good one.
Let's go back to your last fight in July. You stopped Nathaniel Kakalolo, and he'd been giving it big in the week. How'd you look back on that one?
Yeah, it was a good fight. Made up with it, to be honest. 12 rounds. Got the 12 rounds in and got the stoppage. So the best of both worlds, innit? You can't really complain with that. It's all learning, in it, for the next one.
Well, you nearly got the 12 rounds in, and then you ruined it for yourself by knocking him out.
We ain't quite 12, was it? But near enough.
What do you? Because he gave it a little bit in fight week. Isaac Lowe gave it to you a little bit in fight week as well. Does that add something to it? Does it get you a little bit more G'd up for these fights?
Yeah. You can say it doesn't, but I reckon deep inside it does, definitely. But I feel like they all give it that, and like you can't back it up. Everyone's just about this talking and that, but that's like, I don't know whether they're trying to make the fight better or what, but whether they really mean it, I don't know. But everyone seems to talk a lot of shit.
They do that, and then they also get on tiptoes and make themselves look even taller than you. Why are people doing this, Nick? And then you end up stopping them. Why do they do it?
Don't know, Dev. It's a mad one, isn't it? Trying to intimidate me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're knocking on the wrong door there if they think they're going to intimidate Nick Ball. But tell me, your profile's gone up. You know, as I've said to you before, I've seen a few ticks pop up. Not only am I seeing blue ticks, I'm seeing sponsorships. I'm seeing follower going up and all that. Look, you're smiling now. How are you dealing with this increase in profile?
Good. It's showing that everything that I'm doing is paying off, and successful. And I'm actually sat in one of my sponsors now in the coffee shop, 200 degrees in town. That's where I am now. So yeah, it's all good, and it comes with it, and it's only what we deserve because with the work that we put in.
But like your social media, even when you were 3-4-0, you know, it always looked quite professional, always looked quite properly done. And it feels like the way you've done that, the way you've carried yourself, the way you train, it's like your success is inevitable. And it feels like you've known something all along.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know what you're gonna become if you really believe in yourself. That's where it all starts. You've got to believe in yourself before anything else. And I feel like I'm massive on that, and with the work that I put in, I know what I'm gonna be, what I'm gonna become. And I knew this was all coming, just a matter of when. And now it's starting to come. So keep going now. Time to go harder now.
Let's look at the featherweight division. There was a good fight in your division over the weekend when Kiko Martinez, he knocked out Jordan Gill. He really did a bit of a number on him. What did you make of it?
To be honest, I never watched it. I watched the highlights a bit later on, and it was good. He caught him early, I think, didn't he? And he just keeps coming forward, keeps putting the pressure on. I don't think Jordan Gill could handle it, and he went so much back. So someone's coming forward at you like that, and you're not throwing much back, you're just accepting it, then there's only one way it's gonna go, and I know that myself.
Did it surprise you though? Because I know you've done a little bit of sparring with Jordan Gill in the past as well. I don't know if you've done any work with Kiko Martinez, but the manner of the way the fight went from what you've seen, did it surprise you at all?
Not surprised, it's very rare. It's like something in boxing surprises you because anything can happen. You get me? So I don't really know. To be honest, Dev, I ain't really that bothered about it. It's like whoever would have won. I'm happy to take the belt off whatever one won, and that's Kiko Martinez in it. So get this fight out the way. Obviously, not looking past this 11th of November. I'm fully laser focused on that. But then that could be a fight that I could fight for the European title. That's something I'd like. So yeah.
Well, I put a tweet out with a little picture of you two saying, "Oh, just give me this fight ASAP," and it got quite a lot of traction. Actually, I was quite surprised by how much traction it got. It just shows people there is an appetite for that fight. To see you, a little Merseyside nutter, in with a Spanish nutter.
yeah, it's going to be an exciting fight, isn't it? Because we both come forward, so it's going to be all action, that one.
What would you see? Look, we're not going to look past, and we're going to speak about your November 11th opponent very shortly. But what would you see yourself doing differently to what Jordan Gill did, and how do you see yourself faring against Kiko Martinez if that fight came?
Wouldn't be taking no back steps, Be going straight forward and seeing who wants it more, and seeing it is really about this pushing people back. Do you get me? I'll show him how to push people back properly.
Do you feel you're ready for that at this stage in your career? He's a veteran. He's a multi-time European champion.
I know I'm ready for it. Yeah. I know I'm ready for that. Definitely.
All right. Well,
100%.
Look, you get to make a bit of a statement on November the 11th. That's when you're next out. York Hall against Rafael Pedrosa. What do you know about this guy? Because we don't know much other than it looks like he hits hard.
No. Yeah, well, he must do. He's 13-0 with 11 KOs, so that's a good record, isn't it? So that's another exciting fight that's going to be, because I'm 16-0 with 9 KOs, so can't wait, to be honest. Feeling good, but yeah, I don't know much about him. Find out on the night.
Have you boxed at York Hall before?
Never. No. I've been to watch the lads, but I've never boxed myself, no.
And is it somewhere that you've wanted to box? For some people, it is. It's a bit of a British boxing spiritual home. It's a bit of a bucket list for some fighters. Has it been for you?
Iconic, yeah, venue. It's not been like one of the first lists, but like, yeah, it's going to be nice to box there and put on a good show for everyone. Yeah, so can't wait.
And it'll be good to get you back out again. That's another fight this year. It's been a good year for Nick Bull. Bit of a breakout year. Yeah,
definitely. That's what I needed, really, that big opportunity, and I got that. And I said to you, actually, a little interview popped up. You said something like, it was before the Isaac Lowe fight, we'd done like a little thing after the press conference, and you said you feel like you're going to blow up after this fight. And I said, yeah, I know I'm going to blow up after this fight, and I feel like that's what I did. So got to keep that going now.
You've spoken it into existence. What can you tell us about Nathaniel Collins? That was the fight that was ordered, and it seems to not be on your agenda at the moment.
No, not really. I feel like the fight got made, and then it was like the posters went out. I announced it, he announced it, and then the same day he pulled out the fight with about 8 weeks to go or something like that, with like a bruised hand. With a swollen hand, so he had the chance to fight me and blew it. So yeah, we're moving on to bigger and better things going forward, not back.
Well, look, he's going to be one of the voices out there, which is going to be calling you out, calling your name. Nathaniel Collins is doing that. Isaac Lowe is calling you out, calling your name. He wants the rematch. Everyone they want to get hold of Nick Bull again. I mean, do you think you'll see either of these guys in your future?
Who knows, but it's not the one that they want to be calling out me. Like that's the wrong move. So yeah, who knows?
And you are WBC Silver Featherweight Champion, and I'm sure you will be looking to turn that into gold. I mean, obviously, I'm going to ask you, and you're going to say, I'm ready for it now. I'm ready for it now, in terms of a world title shot and getting close to that. But what about the people around you? Does Paul feel you're ready now to actually kick on and start pushing forwards towards a world title?
Yeah, definitely. Paul believes in me 100% and believes in the work, what he does with us every day in the gym, that it's going to show, which it does show in each of our fights. When we get in the ring, we're learning every day in the gym with him. So, yeah, definitely. I believe in myself, which is the main thing. And then Paul 100% believes in me as well, and thinks I'll smash them all, which I will when the time's right.
Are you keeping an eye on what's happening in the division? I know you're very much you're in your own world, you're in your own lane, but it's a great division right now. We've got a world champion in Josh Warrington, who's got a defense coming up in a tough fight. There's a whole Leigh Wood, Santa Cruz / Lara / even maybe Martinez situation. Are you aware of all of this?
I'm aware of it, but I don't like proper invested or study it. I just try and focus on myself and the best what I can be. And the best that I can beat them all. So whenever the time's right and whenever I get in with them, that's when it'll matter. But for now, I'm focused on myself every day and training the hardest I can train. And yeah, just staying focused.
How do you see things playing out with Leigh Wood and Santa Cruz? There's a lot of talk there about the fight's been ordered, but perhaps it won't happen. Perhaps he'll fight Lara. He was scheduled to fight him, but of course pulled out with an injury. How do you expect to see that play out, or don't you care?
I don't really care about any of them apart from me. I don't like anyone in my weight. No, not that I don't like them, but they're in my weight, so it's me or them, and that's what it is, and that's what this boxing is. It's like kill or be killed, isn't it? So they're in my way, and something what I'm coming for, what I've waited my whole life for. So I'm gonna have to go to them all, whoever it is, if they're in my way.
And you feel you're number one in Britain at the moment. Obviously, you know it's a tough crowd. There's
Yeah,
Josh Warrington, Leigh Wood there. You put yourself above both of them.
yeah, smash them, all of them, definitely.
Who's your top 5 in the world?
Top 5 in the world. Top 5 boxers in the world.
Featherweights.
Featherweight. Nick Ball 5 times.
I thought you'd say that. Finally, Nick, before I let you go, tell us what we can expect from the return of Nick Ball on November the 11th against Rafael Pedrosa at York Hall.
All action. Won't be disappointing. Won't be in a boring fight. I can guarantee that. Be some edge of your seat stuff from me. Not coming to the mess about. Coming to get straight to work.
And can we expect a new nickname?
Hopefully that's all. That's up to you. I'll let you sort that.
Nick, brilliant speaking to you, and I guess I'll be seeing you next week.
Yeah, that's the one. Nice one, Dev.
Cheers, mate.